to come home with the 90 miles away with this MAAC championship.
It would be incredible.
Two geographical rivals, a chance to extend their season and win the conference. Marist in red, Siena in white. And we are underway, the first of 7 automatic bids on this championship Saturday. And it's Siena who starts with the ball. They go right to goal! What a start! Caden Olmstead! Don't blink, 9 seconds into the championship game. It's the Siena senior Olmstead who strikes first.
Yeah, unbelievable shot. Terrific play by the Faceoff unit. Comes down, does a great job drawing a defender, dumping it to Olmstead, who nails the shot. The Faceoffs are going to be significant here.
Well, and that's where Siena feels like they might have the advantage with Logan Banek just under 70% on the Faceoff X this season. He has now won the first 2, although gives that one away to Marist.
Yeah, I would tell you in watching film, he is elite at the dot, but he's not great after he wins it. His stick work can be erratic sometimes, and you saw that there.
Drew Anderson shot.
Goalies, they're in a tough spot. They're generating some really good shots from good spots in the field. I think each defense is going to try to settle in.
And if you love lacrosse, this is one of the best days on the calendar when you have 7 conference championship games, and we get to start it here in Loudonville with the MAAC championship. Home team Siena scored 9 seconds in. Feels like they haven't touched the ball since. A credit to Marist after they're losing that art. The geographical rivals just separated by 90 miles up or down I-87. Fogo, did it go in? They say yes. Josh Smith, the sophomore faceoff man, a scoop and score. Not known as a goal scorer. Usually he's quick to give it away. And nobody got in front of him, and he squeezed it home past Carrington.
Wow. That was impressive.
First goal since April 11th. Take another look.
He beats him clean on the draw. Comes down. They don't really, get in front of him. They take a swing at the stick. And he made the initial save, then the backspin rolled it in. The official was in perfect position. Good call.
And if you missed it earlier, Siena is playing with the goalkeeper making his collegiate debut in the championship game. The sophomore Johnny Carrington, who had been medically redshirted until the starter Vito DeBellis went down with 2 minutes left in the semifinal. And you have to wonder if Carrington, having never played in a college,
had a short stick, slide was late, stuck the shot. Just exactly what Siena needed right there.
And it has been get the face-off, score a goal for both of these teams. Here we were talking about goaltending and the importance of it, and right now it is 15. That is an assistant coach for Keegan Wilkinson in 2019 and 2023, and then taking over for his head coach 2 years ago. And right now, Coach, we were saying that we expected Logan Banek for Siena to get the better of Josh Smith at the face-off X. Well, it has been all Smith for Marist.
Yeah, without question, I think Smith is one of the most impactful players in the game right now.
But he gives this win away, and that is what Marist had been doing. Even though they were losing that initial clamp, they were ultimately winning the possession. Can be misleading. Co-offensive player of the year. It's interesting. Siena's 3 best shooters are all lefties.
Yep, and that's not uncommon. I was having this conversation a couple days ago. The disproportionate number of lefty goal scorers in college lacrosse is remarkable.
Why is that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I have 3 of my kids play lacrosse, and they're
coach position. And Liam preached throughout his tenure, next man up, and Tim Cox told us yesterday that he has tried to embody that next man.
Right now for Siena.
After falling down 5-2, the Saints have scored back-to-back goals. Logan Banek back into the face-off X, wins that possession for Siena.
Yeah, and we see Marist.
Well defended, but Mullen got through there. Banek wins it cleanly. That's why Siena's never out, and he has proven he belongs at this level. Face-off trend has been interesting. Siena won 3 of the first 4, then Marist won 4 of 5. Now the Saints have won 3 straight, make it 4 straight with Banek. And yet, they trail by 3 clash. As a head coach, that's when you know you got it going, right? When everybody on the field is giving you something.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's really important to play that way because it's sustainable. Right? You're not relying on one person to be extraordinary. Just everybody doing their.
A game that really had been very back and forth is now tilted in the Red Foxes' favor, and they will take a 5-goal lead into halftime.
Yeah, quite a statement. I think incredible. It's, I wouldn't say unheard of, but it's very difficult to do. And again, a credit to Marist's defense for getting the ball to the offense.
Well, when you have Logan Banek, who's near 70% on the season, you're never out of a game.
No
Beauty
doubt.
of lacrosse.
Yeah, and that's what they have to, kind of lean on right now is being more productive offensively and leveraging their face-off success so they have a possession advantage.
Who now makes his collegiate debut, just a freshman. Give it a different look here, trailing by 5. Possession will be so key for both of these teams. Marist trying to protect this lead. Siena trying to have a comeback, and it's Banek who stays down after the first face-off of the second half. Banek clearly in pain there in midfield.
Shoulder maybe?
Well, certainly will get looked at by the Siena training staff, who's had a very busy season, including earlier today when they were attending to R.J. Ilfeld, the first-team long-stick midfielder.
Wow. Yeah, they could use Banek here to spark a comeback.
We were just talking about how that would be the recipe to come back in this game. Was they've won 7 straight face-offs, but
if any team can mount a comeback with a backup face-off guy, it's Siena. After this year,
they're throwing the kitchen sink out. We've seen already 4th-string goalie overcoming adversity and hurdle. They're without their starting face-off guy right now, Logan Banek. Instead, it's Tyler Kuprianchik.
And they get the ball back.
And Siena wins the ball back.
3rd goalie, leading scorer on the shelf. Incredible.
Back-to-back goals. It's a 3-goal. Back up Fogo, Tyler Kuprianchik wins it to himself. He makes a loud statement there to make it a 3-goal game with 11 seconds remaining in this 3rd quarter.
And run another face-off. Yep.
5 seconds here for Siena to get a shot off at the end of the quarter. Huffnagel couldn't control it. And Marist will men's lacrosse player. You see Drew Anderson right behind Scarcella, wears it this season. When you talk about culture, every head coach uses it. It's that Eddie Coombs 34 legacy that embodies what it means to play for Marist lacrosse, and they're going to have to channel that for the final 15 minutes to hang on to this win.
No doubt, and it is an enormous.
They had so many opportunities to cut the lead to 2, but too many empty possessions, and now it's a 4-goal deficit, and Marist wins the face-off.
Yeah, Siena had their 3rd face-off guy.
3rd-string Fogo, Will Miller trying to be the hero against Josh Smith for Marist. Smith wins it, and Marist can try and kill the final 45 seconds.